so
that's
gorgeous.
so freaking pretty.
It is, isn't it, though? Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
So, hello, I'm Vulture Culture. This is... I'm Vulture Culture. This is Jackie Daggers, and this is the Korg MS-2000b. This is Korg's flagship virtual analog synth that came out in 2000. And it is sort of a commemoration of the incredible Korg MS-20. This is a vintage MS-20, probably from the late 80s. It's a Japanese version, Mark II, with the OTA filter design. And we're going to be checking both of these out tonight. Stream's mostly about the MS-2000 because I'm selling it to Jackie. And so we're going to be checking it out together. But real quick, can you pull up the first patch and put the octave switch down and then just play the MS-20 and the MS-2000?
Sure.
So we can...
There we go.
There we go.
Whew.
Yes, it's very good. Now, check out the MS-2000. So you can hear that they're actually very close. I was surprised. Korg nowadays is kind of famous for instance, with like the Korg mod wave, doesn't sound very much at all like a DW8000, but they tried to like kind of spin it like it was. In this case, the MS-2000 really does have a lot of features that kind of make it seem like a MS-20. So it's a lot of fun. Anyways,
you got that remarkably close.
Yes, and if you want to play with the filter a bit too, that's a good way to check out how it sounds.
All right. Bring some resonance in. I love that filter. I love this filter.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's jump over to that 24.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, over here. I like the filter on the 2000 better.
Yeah, it's the filter on the 2000 is very good. I'm really into it. It's a taste thing to a certain extent, but I think it's definitely really good. Why don't we turn this mic a little bit away from me? That way it's picking you up a little bit less of me.
All right, that sounds good. Hello?
Is that fucked up for you?
I can't hear myself anymore. Can you hear me?
Oh, did I? I did that.
You're just...
Here we go.
I don't get to hear things this time.
I was like, are
That's
you going to really be a princess over the mic position? But no, you couldn't hear anything. So, yeah. So anyways, how long do we get to defunk? We'll see. I'm not ruling it out. I'm for it. So anyways, guys, how's everybody doing, by the way? Machine Storm, welcome to the stream.
Hi, Machine Storm. Oh, hey.
$3,000 poorer. Oh, but it feels so good when you get one of those nice purchases.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Lots of echo. Yeah, well, we got two microphones up in this room, so the mics are catching each other. You can hear that mic just lost me. You know what I can do is actually remove a little hysteresis off of your mic, too. That'll help.
Okay.
Well, let me go do that real quick. But go ahead and you enjoy this thing.
Yeah. I love getting to play these back to back. Do you have any more to say about the difference, the side to side comparison of the 20 to the 2000?
Well, so
it's a whole extra 2 zeros.
Right. Yeah. I mean, my biggest thing is just like, I think that Korg did a good job of actually trying to do something where it really did capture a little of the essence, because like crank the resonance to maybe about 50% on this filter, and then crank it up maybe to like 75% on the MS-20. One of the things is the MS-20 is known for its resonance, and yet it's a peak underneath the filter knob there. It's labeled differently. And yet I actually think the MS-2000 has a greater range of resonance. Yeah. And as you move the cutoff frequency, we'll be able to hear it better. The shriekiness.
It gets very shrieky very fast for this guy. Where did I go? I lose.
Your hand's right over it.
Yeah,
yep,
perfect,
that's
wonderful.
it. Yeah.
I love that you can just suck out all of the noise and just get the resonance.
Right, exactly. So the resonance is much more extreme. I do like to think of this as a dungeon, Ricky. So anyways, I mean, you can hear differences in the characteristic for sure, but I actually think overall it's actually pretty close. I was surprised. Same comparison, but maybe 2 octaves lower, Dubstation was saying. So do you want to try the lowest note, perhaps?
Oh, sure.
That'll make it the same octave.
Ah, perfect. And same one.
Sven, welcome to the stream. It can really shriek too.
Yeah.
And so there is a difference in the characteristics. Sven, welcome to the stream.
Sven.
But that distortion button right there, hit that and then do that again. It's very brutal, which is awesome. I mean, and I guess I just want to point that out that again, it's sort of like the MS-2000. I think a lot of people didn't think that it was as good, or it was somehow like, a lot of the virtual analogs from this era kind of have a bad reputation. But in my opinion, this one sounds really super cool.
It's got so much versatility. Like, this is the synth. I think I get very nerdy about this, but this is the synth they made the soundtrack to Metroid Prime with, and
yes.
Yeah, that's very like special to me from like a compositional standpoint and from just like a video game standpoint. Like, such a good game.
Yeah, the nostalgia factor is huge in why we love these old synths. Is like what was it used on? Machine Storm was saying the Ice Fields patch.
The Ice Fields patch.
Yeah, so I think if you go to bank down to B, and then somewhere around 6.
Yep, B6.
There we go, if you want to play that.
That is one seriously perverted bitch.
Oh, isn't that so good?
Anonymous, thank you for the $6.66 donation. Your genitals must be powerful. Thank you very much.
Upsettingly so.
Yeah, Jim's saying he loves the gritty sounds in both. And Machine Storm saying sounds like a JP880 with the feedback oscillator. Yeah, the feedback oscillator is super cool in the JP8000/880, but this one's super great.
Aw, thank you so much, Kenya. And you didn't mean to make it anonymous.
Oh, okay, Kenya, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. It's awesome.
I know that's not quite the right song from Metroid Prime, but it's close enough.
Yeah,
like it's.
yeah.
I love that patch. I love that patch.
It's seriously one of the
Yeah.
greatest synth patches of all time. For me, I was probably going to hold on to the MS-2000 just for this one patch because it's so good. So I guess from here, do you want to go back to the initialized patch and fuck around, or what do you want to do?
That is exactly what I want to do.
Okay,
I want to
cool.
go right. Let's build something here.
Okay, so the first thing is to go back to bank A, and then the first patch is my init preset I made. I want to show you something real quick.
Oh yeah.
So if you go to, I believe it's edit 16, that's your initialized program. So if you hit yes, and are you sure? Okay. Now we're at the factory init preset, which is different than what I had, which is just a filter,
Okay.
right? So just edit 16 and yes, and that will initialize any patch. I wanted you to know that while we're doing this. So.
Appreciate that so much. Yeah.
Ricky's saying it's also worth mentioning that you can polychain these for 8 voices of polyphony. Yes, that's true. And there are rack mount versions of this. So if you ever wanted to make an 8-voice version, you could pick up a rack mount for cheaper than the keyboard version and then polychain them.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Super cool.
That's super worth knowing. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Ricky.
Okay,
All right.
so if you look at the Oscillator 1 there, you can see that you've got a selection button that lets you move from saw, square, triangle, stuff like that.
Yeah. Good old sign. Okay.
Lots of bass on the sign. Then we're at, what is this?
Vox Wave.
So that's like a 4-man wave type thing. And then we get to the
EWGS.
DWGS, or what is it?
EWGS.
Yes. So this is supposed to be in the marketing. They said it was a DW8000 basic type of synthesis, but I'm not sure if the exact waves are the same because there's many, many more wavetables here.
Okay, so is that the control one that moves through those?
Right. So I think it's Control 2. It's a lot of wavetables.
All right, let's see what we got. Organ sound, love it.
Yeah. It's a massive amount. Yeah, it's definitely kind of in that. I think the waves on the DW8000 at least were additive waves. They used additive resynthesis to create them, and that's what that kind of sounds like. It has that additive type sound. So yeah, for every one of these, the controls do different things. And I actually think on the DWGS, it does the least. It's just Control 2, but on all of them, it does different things. So that's worth exploring as well.
There's so much to take in. Like, I don't know if you all can see this in stunning detail, but the right half of this thing is just like, these are what these buttons do. This is how you make stuff work. There is a whole frickin' block diagram of synthesis over here, and then vocoder, and just there's so many options. And like, I've always been very since I've always been a software synthesis person, I like my MIDI controllers to have no buttons.
Nothing.
I want it to just be Ken doll, where I just have the keys, so that I can do everything with my mouse. And this is part of why I'm so excited about this is that it's got junk.
It's got junk, yes.
Yes.
I came here for one thing, Ken. Junk.
Yes.
Nikki mentioned they sound so high at a low point. I don't know how to describe it. I actually think that's a great way to describe the sound of FM or additive synthesis, digital synthesis from the 80s, because that's what separated it from analog synths. We have a lot of really great analog synths in this room, but analog synths are kind of like inherently warm, and because it's a low pass filter and sort of a relatively, so it was definitely with synths like the DX7 or even the DW8000 where it was the first time you could have a sound that had lows and highs. Normally, if you had a low sound, that meant you were scooped out the highs. So that's part of what that makes that sound how it is. So that's an astute observation. Yeah.
I love the nerding happening right now. Yeah.
Oh, it's going to get worse.
It's going to get so bad. This happens anytime the two are in a room. Yes. Yeah. Okay, let's keep doing the thing. That's it's so sensitive. I keep missing them. I don't like that. I don't like you.
What it sounds like we're hearing is actually the fundamentals being added. So it's like each time you turn it, you're adding one more harmonic, which is why it started off like organy.
Yeah, and it's getting... I like how that... I like that sound on the lower end much more than the high end, because... Just...
What's worth saying too about these sounds is that, don't worry about it, that with this type of synthesis, until you add the low pass filter in, the sounds are extremely harsh. It's once you start getting some filter modulation going, that's kind of how you get those cool e-piano sounds and all that stuff.
Fun. This is such a fun.
Inch that closer to your mouth.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Go. Just hitting keys. I just want
that's really good though. It actually has a really cool thing. I didn't notice this. DWGS 10 Synbase 3. I didn't realize they all had names.
Oh yeah.
I just realized that right now.
Yeah, they're moving, like when you were talking about them, like adding fundamentals. It's like 1 through 7.
Oh really? That's what it said.
Base, yeah.
It's so fucking stupid.
It's got so many places to look.
It's adding fundamentals, and it says like fundamental 3, fundamental 4.
Okay. Ooh, okay. All right.
That is so thick.
It's so thick. Some of these, like, I hear them and I'm like, okay, I don't really know what I would do with you yet. Like, you need a lot of work. And this just... That's just like, there's a dirty mid-tempo song, like,
right.
3 knob tweaks away from that.
You're right. Go ahead and do that one more time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo!
Yeah, it's just, yeah, this is...
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Are you all enjoying this? Are you all having a good time as we go through every single oscillator? Because I'm having the time of my life. So.
I guarantee you, like these synth people, I've learned that I can never go granular enough. Like
Perfect.
they love hearing every little detail, and that's what I love about the community that's here over on YouTube. Is like people are like, I want to hear the difference between this little micro detail between this filter and that filter, or this wavetable and that wavetable, and so I'm sure everybody's having a good time.
Hyper niche specialization like this, and you built such a good thing here where you get to just play with these synths on the internet and do exactly what I'm doing right now, and it's so good. Okay, all right.
That is the creepy ice cream truck that drives past the house.
Okay, all right, fantastic.
I
Why
guarantee you they're drug dealers.
Okay, yeah. It's 9:30 at night. Like, I just...
Oh, no, yeah. It's the creep. I want to sample it so bad because it's the creep. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Let's open this door.
Yeah, please.
I went by. Damn it. No, it really is a creepy, and it happens almost every stream, but I just don't acknowledge it.
Okay. I thought I was hallucinating at first, and I was like, this can't be happening again. This can't be how this goes.
Not like this.
Okay. Happening over there. Oh, that said Gaetano at first. So I was like, hi, Gaetano. I'm still happy to see you, Gwen.
Let's see.
My ASMR to organizing laundry. We have the one dude in basketball. Okay, all right. I have a job here. I'm doing things. I like this one.
It's so creepy, Spaceman. It's back. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually a super interesting wavetable. Mm-hmm. Can you step through them using the cursor or the...
That is... no.
Go ahead and try... Move the wavetable position knob one more time and then see if we can maybe move through with the cursor. Or with the yes-no.
Oh,
yeah,
yes, no.
There we go. So you can step through them with that.
Okay.
You can use that.
Thank you.
It just occurred to me.
Ooh, I like this.
That's a good one. Whoa.
Well,
Didn't mean to do that.
Why are you getting rid of the people?
I didn't mean to do that. Getting a lot of valley stuff around there with that filter.
I don't love that. Nope. Oh, you gotta...
Yeah. You gotta you can use it to...
Okay. Okay.
So do keep going. But if one of them speaks to you, we could actually go through like kind of making a quick patch with one of them as well.
Perfect. Not you.
Can you like that last one?
Yes, I like where that was going. Who? That last one? This guy?
I think it was the one before. It's just wild to me that as a regular classical, that hitting high notes does not equate to the highest.
Let's build something with this.
You like that one?
This is kind of a weird little guy.
The fifth wave.
Fifth wave 1.
Fifth wave 1. You want to try fifth wave 2 or 3 just to see if there's any other ones you particularly like?
I guess. All right. This is like extremely 8-bit. Like I've heard this noise on a Game Boy Color game.
Yes, big Link's Awakening vibes.
Yes, you get me. You just get me. Yeah, that's... We only get 3 fifth waves.
Okay, so it seemed like you like the first one.
Yes. I want to do something very like patty and...
Yeah, that sounds beautiful, actually. So the first thing with a pad would be to increase the release. So you've got these two you got the amplifier and the filter
okay.
EGs there. So if you want to increase some release, which is the time after you take your fingers off of the key bed.
Okay, I get what the hardware people are about because I don't have to like play a note and do something stupid with a mouse and play a note and do something stupid with a mouse. I get it. I understand now. All right, friends. I like that. Okay.
Jackie turned one knob and is a hardware person now.
It doesn't take much.
Yeah. And then maybe just a little bit of the attack off the front if you want to do a pad.
Oh, you're so right. You're so right. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Dub Station said by the end of the stream, Jackie's going to be down the Eurorack wormhole. Say goodbye to all your income. Okay, so maybe the next thing would be to introduce a little bit of filter modulation. So if you bring the cutoff down, potentially the release, or I'm sorry, the resonance as well, it might be a little extreme. But if you bring that down and the EG1 intensity up, that will enable which is that guy right there. Yeah.
Talk to me about this EG1 intensity.
Okay, so EG1 stands for envelope generator 1. So these four knobs right here are going to be the attack, decay, sustain, release of the filter up here. And you can go positive or negative. You'll feel there's a little divot in the middle there that sets it to 0. At 0, it's doing nothing.
A little less back on that. Try a different filter. Let's try that bandpass. Definitely the bandpass.
Bandpass is good. Brain Palace, welcome to the stream. Yes, I agree that tech step drum and bass, it does have that sound for sure.
Hey Pinto, how's it going?
Yo, we got Mighty Pinto up in the stream. You can hear it's falling pretty quickly, so maybe increase the decay a bit. There we go. So you get that little vowel-y.
Yeah, okay, I like that better.
Yeah. Just because the decay was so short, it was dropping almost instantly.
You can tell I'm a little bit out of practice here, folks. Great.
It actually sounds really good.
It's kind of quiet. It's a little bit delicate, but it would be good with some strings or something.
You want to add some fucking strings in there?
Yeah, let's add some strings in there.
Okay, so to the left of the filter is the mixer, and you can see Oscillator 1. Go ahead and turn that all the way down, and turn Oscillator 2 up.
Oscillator 2 is cranked.
Okay. And I'm not hearing anything. And I don't know why. Maybe try moving the wave. Why aren't we hearing anything? That's odd. I don't know. Whoa.
Oh, I just needed to mess with the knob. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So for this one, not to be bossy, but just as like an element you can blend in, we could do some analog like Poly6 style strings. So if you put it to square wave, and then check out what the different controls do, because we can create some pulse width modulation. Okay, that does tuning.
And that is fine tuning.
Oh, okay. So does it? What else do we have there?
I have a ring mod and I have a sync.
Wow.
And I have both.
Whoa.
Not where I was planning on going, but I'll take that. All right.
Okay. Now I wonder if does that affect Oscillator 1 as well? So if you turn Oscillator 1 back up. No, it seems independent.
Yeah, the Oscillator 2, like it seems like it's contained.
Yeah. Okay, so that's totally not where I was going with that, but it is cool if you want to use it.
Yeah. Can I give some more ass to Oscillator 1? Can I just give that like a little bit of a boost?
Sure. What are you thinking about?
It just needs a little bit more like volume and presence.
Like the distortion button?
I wasn't thinking distortion, but we can do distortion.
Yeah. Right to the right of the filter.
It's this guy right here, but can I send that just to Oscillator 1?
I don't know. There might be something in the edit page for that. So go ahead and hit that. The distortion first, and then check out. It doesn't seem to have any sort of like. It seems like it's kind of on or off.
Yeah. Because Oscillator 2 is like loud and big enough as it is.
Yeah. There's also this amplifier knob here.
Alright, I don't hate that.
Yeah. Well, so, I mean, that's a little not pad-like anymore.
No, it's not, but it's
So
they have a mind of their own sometimes.
They
just do what they want.
So I think the way to fix this would be to try it without the distortion and just mix Oscillator 2 in very quietly.
Yeah.
You know, just as like a subtle extra thing. Yes. So in the chat, Jim and Dub are talking about oscilloscopes and how the monologue and a couple of other synths, like the Prologue, has an oscilloscope built in. But of course, we could pull that up too. Reaper has a free one built in that you can use, and I think Melda Productions has a free one that's really good. I can only imagine how hard that ARP 2600M is, because I have enough trouble with the modular section up here on the MS-20, and that thing's like all modular, so pretty crazy.
I kind of say we abandon the pad idea because this is more interesting to me.
Okay. It's super cool. So what you could do is add some effects to it if you wanted. So the way that works is if it's off, it's on modulation, and if it's on, it's on delay, right?
Right. Okay. How did we move through the modulation effect options?
Then speed and time are right there.
Right. Before we started, we were moving into mod. There was a different.
If you hit mod effects, you could change the types, and delay effects, you can yes and no through different. There we go. So you have to increase the depth. So we're on Ensemble right now.
No. I like Ensemble.
Poly 6 vibes.
Yeah.
Actually sounds very beautiful. Thinker and Ivan, welcome to the stream. Subs are deactivated? I don't know what that means. You could definitely subscribe. Yeah, go ahead and get yourself some of that gin. 2 oscillators, but as you recall, you can use 4 oscillators per voice, but some cost, I think. Yeah, so you could put it into like a unison mode to stack it up even further. But
Talk to me about stacking.
I don't remember how to do that. I know it's in here somewhere. Definitely. I think if you enable a second timbre, so you've got timbre select here, so you can set up a second thing. But I don't know. It's probably under like the edit page, something. Let's see, it's down here probably. Voice assign, unison. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Oh, subtitles. Well, so this is a live video, so I'm not exactly sure how well YouTube handles translations live. I don't know. You could try. I don't think I've deliberately disabled it. I'll go look at the settings over here while Jackie.
It's not helpful for this stream, but I have a really website that I can give you for live subtitling.
Cool. Love the B-52s. So we've got unison, and what else do we have? We have other modes? Just poly or unison. Yeah.
I'm a poly girl. Like, I love the added beef of the unison, but I like to just get both my hands on here. Let's go back to looking at some
different
tables.
stuff.
Yeah.
So you could just, if you want to save this, you could, but
I have no particular attachment.
Okay, then I would just go back to use the exit button in the upper right to exit all the way out, and then just pick a different preset and then go back to A1.
And then it's just back to A1, and do I do utility and...
No. A1 is basically an init.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess the only difference is I have a second oscillator an octave up, so you could just turn the mixer down, and now you're just to the left of the filter.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you are.
Without the editor, like
Yeah,
it's
what
not...
happened to that? What's the deal? Okay, exit, edit, and then move it. There we go.
There we go.
There
Okay,
it is.
thank
So you have to hit that edit button, I guess. Motherfucker. Oh, that's a good one. Sorry about that, Ivan. Mighty Pinto's favorite Devo song is Going Under. Are there different envelope re-triggering options? I'm sure there are in the... I'm sure they're in there. I guarantee you there's a legato mode and a not, but I don't know.
That's somewhere over here.
It looks like it's deep under the utility menu. You know, modern talking from Native Instruments Massive wouldn't become popular for another 12 years after this synth came out. So I'm actually impressed by how many of the wavetables have that like four-manty dubstep type sound to them. Thank you, Ivan. This is only a test of your emergency broadcast system. It does have that sound.
I'm just hitting keys right now. Sorry, y'all.
Does have that cheap Casio type sound.
I wasn't going to say it, but... It's got that, like... cheesy pipe organ from like a 50s horror movie kind
It's
of thing,
awesome.
like a low budget.
Vincent Price.
Yes.
Actually sounds very nice when you play chords like that.
Yeah.
Phantom of the Opera. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's like both an E-piano and an organ together.
Yeah. Endless. Okay.
Oh my God, that's like what
high-pitched.
Nikki's talking about, where it's like there's a really high note in there and there's a really low note.
I don't know why they included like a mosquito tone in this, because that's awful. I feel all kinds of ways about that. Ooh, here we go.
We're into the E-pianos.
Ooh, that's nice. I really like that one.
That's awesome, Michael. Got some of the Korg Collection synths, which, by the way, this synth is enshrined in the Korg Legacy Collection as the MircoKorg. It's the same engine underneath the hood. And running it into an MS-20's filter is pretty awesome. So stuff for the filter to chew on. Yes, exactly, Dub. So a lot of these sound kind of ugly on their own, but again, once you start giving that filter some automation.
Let's say I can't. I guess we just have to have the message go through.
Yeah. It would be cool if you had an RTA readout. Yes. Yeah, so that one's very bright.
Yep. Oh, this has
Wow.
got that really high pitch. It's just that squeaky son of a bitch up top. Oh god, I don't like that.
Okay, wait. But go back to that real quick.
Okay.
Bring the cutoff down for me to where we've got some of the body, somewhere in here, but it's completely cut off that top end. And increase the keyboard tracking, which is the lower right knob in the filter section.
Keyboard tracking's been maxed out.
So it's because it's a hardware synth, until you touch that knob, it hasn't like updated.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
All right, bring it down even the cutoff a little bit further. So we've really, perfect. You can add some resonance if you want. See what it sounds like. Yeah, that's nice. Now, as you add EG1 to it, yes, and then bring the sustain of the filter all the way down. Of the filter.
Thank you.
There we go. There we are. And then bring the decay down a bit. So now we're starting to get it where that really annoying high sound when it's only for a split second at the top end. All right, let's add a little release to the amplifier, right? And then, are we on delay? Hit the mod delay button. Sorry to boss you around.
No, do it.
And then add some depth and time to it. Yeah. We're starting to get a decent electric piano sound.
Yeah.
The sound's still a little static. We'd have to probably put some LFO somewhere, to kind of break it up from being too tacky. But I was just trying to show real quick how those like ugly sounds can actually get kind of cool.
I needed that. Like, don't knock this out just yet.
Right.
Thing. Let's talk to me about this LFO. Like, we haven't messed with the LFO yet. Let's do something with this.
So we've got two LFOs here. And
I'm messing with the virtual patch. Let's stick with the LFOs for a second.
Okay, so we've got 3 patches here, right, which are virtual patch cables. And again, that's like something super cool that I appreciate that they did from the MS-20 is they sort of try to replicate this. Korg doesn't really do that now. Now they say the mod wave is a progenitor or it's a successor of the DW8000, even though it's nothing like the DW8000. But this, they really tried to go like, hey, okay, how are we going to do the MS-20 in a virtual form? So if we go to patch select 1, we'll start with that. So that's LFO 1. We can actually select what that is too, what the source is over here. So we'll just start with LFO 1. And what would you like to modulate? Do you want to modulate the pitch? Oscillator 2 pitch, so you could modulate only the second oscillator pitch. You can control the controller, so like I think on this that's like your pulse width, so you can modulate pulse width with that. Filter cutoff, amplifier. Let's move it to amplifier right now, just so that we can get some volume automation. And then as we turn this up, I'm going to turn the delay down for a second. We should get amplitude modulation. So you can hear that when it's at 0, nothing's happening, and then as we crank it up, we get tremolo. Yeah, starting to get some kind of cool stuff.
Yeah.
And you have the different shapes there.
For what we're doing, that triangle is...
The triangle's good for this type of thing, but it was interesting actually on the Sawtooth.
It's much more... You could really do something rhythmic with this.
It's plucky.
I love this virtual patch thing that's over here because it's
Yeah.
not something that I expected to see on this. Like, this is very right click on Omnisphere where I can just be like, I'm just going to route you to you and you to you and you to you kind of thing.
So it's definitely, okay, so one thing too, we talked about this before the stream, but this integrates with Omnisphere. So you can actually plug it in and use it as a controller for Omnisphere, and all the virtual patch stuff just works in Omnisphere. So same thing with like the effects.
Mm-hmm.
Like you hit that mod delay button, it's there, you know, and then you swap it over to delay, it works in Omnisphere. But yeah, it's a really clever way that you effectively have 4 patch cables, the intensity, and of course you can go negative with the stuff too, which is kind of crazy. I don't know what I would do for this. Is that giving you a reverse sawtooth?
I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to sound like I don't have any brain cells. Like I wanted to avoid the smooth brain moment, but yes, it sounds reversed.
Yes, it's a reverse sawtooth now.
Okay, so let's bring that back into the positive. I want to play with this because you said that was a potentially modifying the pulse width.
I think on the DWGS it doesn't do anything, sadly. But if you were using a different wave, it would be doing something there. So now Oscillator 2 is not up right now, but you could turn it up in the mixer. Ooh.
That's interesting.
It's starting to get somewhere, right?
Yeah. I'm having so much fun right now.
Yeah, it is. That's like the magic of the hardware synth,
Yeah.
right? Is that you really interact with it in a different way. And for me, when you were saying about like using a mouse, what I noticed is with a hardware synth, I really get that like decay just right.
Yeah.
On software, I'm like, fucking whatever. I got it close.
I can immediately feel how much less like design fatigue I feel doing hardware stuff, because when you're constantly moving back and forth with a mouse and like I'm using my non-dominant hand to try and like audition changes, I just get so over. Like I'm like, this is taking too fucking long. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't like this. I'm not having a good time. And I'm going to lose my job because I'm going to be too busy fucking just doing stupid shit like this all day long.
Right.
Because there's just... Yeah. Okay.
All right, so...
You're the boss. Where should we go next?
I'm thinking we should wipe this.
Yeah.
So what is it? Exit out, then edit, and then we're going to hit 16. Yes. And we should be back to a sawtooth wave.
Yes, perfect.
Okay, so why don't we go over on Oscillator 1 to the PWM, the square wave, and then see what Control 1 does. That's your pulse width. So now if we're LFO 1 destination controller 1, we should be able to increase that knob and get some. And then to increase the frequency, we go to LFO 1 and the speed is right there.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah. Ooh, that was interesting. Now it's,
Any way to kind of crunch the depth out of this so we're not getting like 0 to 100?
so we're not, yeah. So there's a couple of things. One is because Control 1 is up around 60%, you're going through 0. Didn't mean to slap your elbow. If you bring that down all the way, you're not getting so much.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
And then the other way is just the patch amount there. So if you bring that down, you're not getting as much pulse width modulation.
Okay.
Sounds pretty good.
I love that you can take things into the negative with some of these. Like,
right. Do weird shit.
yes.
Okay, so that's kind of like your basis of like a Poly 6 strings type sound. So why don't we go in that direction real quick? While we're making this, we're about halfway through the stream, so I just wanted to ask the chat, do you guys think this synth sounds as good as we do? Because I love this synth. I think it sounds awesome, but I know I'd like to hear everybody's opinions on how it sounds so far. Real quick on the amplifier, just add some release to it. And take a little of the attack off. Yeah, perfect. Then Jim says it's too harsh for him. Yeah. Spaceman says yes. Nikki says yes.
I get the harshness. Like,
yeah, it is harsher.
Especially with those DWGS, some of those sounds were just
ripping.
So raw. Yeah, there's
ear cancer. Yeah, for sure.
It takes a lot of work to dial these noises back.
So let's go check out. Let's hit the effects button for me, please. And then hit the mod effects button, number 12, and then move to ensemble again. And then bring in some depth to it. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and so we're getting very quickly to like a Poly 6 sort of string sound, like an old school string machine sound.
Cool, but not gassing. Okay.
Yeah, so Dub Station's like, I don't have to get one of these. Dub Station's collection's crazy.
I feel like right now we're so far away from like the things we're doing are very harsh and aggressive, and it kind of I get into that mindset of like, okay, this is more of like a lead synth, this is something very big and aggressive, but in the back of my head it's B6, it's ice fields.
Yeah.
And there's something so delicate and melodic and just kind of haunting that you can do with this. It just takes a little more work.
Yes. Okay, so speaking of more work, Oscillator 2, bring that in a little bit. All right, now set that to a square wave and then bring that an octave down. That's like a seventh, I think, down.
Oh, is it?
You can use this too.
That's not right. What is it?
What,
am I
12?
doing?
Yeah, so we just go to 12 there. That'll do it.
That was such a brain fart. I'm so embarrassed. No one look at me.
Okay, we'll all look away for a second.
Turn the camera off. I can't.
You're actually doing very well for your first time with the synthesizer, because trust me, like whenever I go into one of these streams with one of these synths from the 80s, I mean, this one's better, but it's hard. Like when you get used to a certain workflow and then to have to try to like figure out a whole new layout, and like you get so used to like, oh, in this software synth, I just click here and that works. But over here, you've got to go to this virtual patch cable, or if you want to change the speed of the LFO, it's over here, which is different than the amount and things like that throw you off. So you're doing good. So we've got a sub in there, which the Poly 6 has, which is sounding pretty good. And we could bring a little bit of the high end out because it's a little fizzy for a Poly 6. So that's the filter. Yeah, we could bring that down.
Out there?
Yeah, somewhere in there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds super good.
Yes, it does. I'm curious. Hang on. Nope. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so this wouldn't be Poly 6, but if you want to put it to the high pass filter there, and bring the cutoff down a little, increase the envelope intensity. There we go. Now on the filter, the EG1 for the filter, bring the sustain all the way down. And then the attack becomes how long it takes for, or I'm sorry, the decay, how long it takes for it to fall. Yeah, so we get like some nice long... Yeah, nice long. I love high pass pads like that. Look who it is. It's Lemon. Lemon. Hello.
Hi,
Lemon.
everybody hang on. Lemon hasn't said hi to me yet.
Oh my God, I wasn't expecting Lemon.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
This is Jackie. Lemon's blind, so she gets a little scared. Oh, Lemon. Hey, Lemon. Lemon. Okay. See, she didn't know you were here because she's blind. So she heard me talking and playing with Synth. She loves hanging out in this room. Oh, but she came and said hello. She wasn't afraid. She just kind of... Before she realized you were a human being. The funniest thing to me is like if Lemon could see the fish tank, that's all she would do. She would just stare at the fish tank all day. She'll never know it's there. Oh my God.
We shouldn't laugh about that.
It's so good. Gonna get some scum lemons in the chat. Oh my God.
She's so cute though.
She is very beautiful.
Hi.
Oh, she's like interested? Yeah. Okay.
Oh. There's now
Just talking to a cat, yeah. Hi, Lemon. Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl?
Sorry. Synthesizers, right.
No. Cats over synths all day long.
I wasn't going to be the one to say it on your channel, but yes.
Yeah, sounds good. You know, you can add a little of this action. You could hear a little voice stealing at the end there where you press enough notes, you'll lose that low end, but you really don't notice it. 4 voices is better than you'd think.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep like that in my head as I'm like, I take a finger off before I touch like that extra note because I'm going to start losing things and it's a thing to adjust to.
Yes, it is. You know, the note priority is always going to be to what you played next. So the biggest problem is if you think you're sustaining a note and you've hit 3 notes, you're in the danger zone.
Yeah.
But it's actually pretty good overall. You don't.
Yeah.
It would have been great if it came with 8 voices, but that's not a terrible limitation.
We have ways around that.
Yes. Yeah. And in Omnisphere, you don't have to worry about that if you use it as an Omnisphere controller. So anyways, we did that sound.
Why don't we play with 4 filters or para?
What was the question here?
Dub.
4 filters or parallel filters? It has 1 filter per voice, so 4, and it's got 4 different filter types. A 24 LPF, a 12, and the rest are all, 2-pole, low pass, band pass, or high pass. Is that the question?
Paraphonic, yeah. Michael, I think I just realized that my headphones need horns. Everybody's headphones need horns.
I need to get some too, and they're wonderful.
I love them so much.
I need to get my E-Thought on.
Yes. Let's play with some presets.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So just exit out of everything. I also appreciate your neoclassical harmony that you're doing. You have like this great sense of that I don't have. Everybody has to hear how I noodle on keyboards every week, and I think it's a nice change of pace.
Hope you're all enjoying it. Classically trained for better or worse. Yeah. Okay, so this is your guy. That's not.
Oh, until you move to a new one.
There we go. Thank you.
So we're back.
Okay. Okay. Use that for, but I like it.
It's super
weird.
cool.
It's an interesting little guy.
It goes to show how powerful this synth is, that you can get that deep.
Yeah. I'm sorry I'm like not really reading the chat. Like I'm registering movement, but like I can't do synths and read at the same time.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to keep an eye on it too.
Thank you.
But sorry, I know I haven't been as talkative with the chat as I normally am.
I just don't want anyone to think that I'm ignoring them because they're like, "Hey, these words," and I'm like, "Nope, not doing that."
It's the girl's first time with the synth. Like, she's excited.
It's my first time. Everybody be gentle.
That fucks.
Ooh. There's something Majora's Mask about this sound. There's something so I can't tell you exactly where, but somebody's fucking up somewhere in this game to this sound.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things. The sound of the synth is very good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's the IDM.
I love this one.
Hyperforce, okay.
Spaceman saying A6 and 10 are good. I believe this is a factory set. I reinitialized it before I got it, as I was getting it ready for Jackie.
It legit is the Metroid Prime synth, isn't it? I know, it makes me so happy. Oh, that's very big lead. Doesn't work as well for that, but... Wait. This thing's probably programmed to... When we were first playing with this thing before stream, this was doing like vibrato every time we moved it, and so my brain just mapped that as that's the vibrato.
That's the vibrato, but
it's
it does
do something
things.
different every goddamn pad or
It's
every
defaults
preset.
to vibrato. So although the knobs don't jump, it does show you that you're on the bandpass filter. And because it's doing that thing where it drops and rises, I'm pretty sure it's using a negative envelope. So that's an example, because it's hard to get that shape with a typical ADSR, but if you have it in reverse, the attack becomes like a decay, and then the decay becomes like that slow rise that we're hearing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sound design.
Sound design for Tender used it a lot. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Oh, the Pantran.
AO6.
The Pantran. I have a thing for minor sixth because that's almost always where I start, is like the C to A minor, A flat. Sorry.
It's good. Big Akira Yamaoka vibes.
Oh. Okay, I love the Pantran.
It's such an awesome sound.
Can I just yes my way to the next one? Yes, I can. Razor Blade. Okay. Do arpeggiators do it for you? Like,
No,
they're
fuck no.
interesting, but they're
I think I'm well, like, if anybody's ever paid attention, I like never use arpeggiators. I just don't like them. But most, that puts us in the minority. Most people love a good arpeggiator. No man gets rid of a synth. You only make room for something else. What are you getting? Well, I mean, honestly, what it is it's a space thing. You can't really see from this camera, but I'll see if I can give it a quick little turnaround here. Just this is getting all fucked up.
Please don't get things all fucked up.
We got a lot of synths in this room. It just keeps going. Let's go all the way around real quick, just so everybody can see. We've got like so many synthesizers in here right now. So yeah, truthfully, I got enough for the time being.
Buddy in this room, and we passed 2 or 3 on the way in.
Yeah. There's definitely some in the the way in. So yeah, right now I'm good. I'm not trying to say that if anybody knows where I can get a Yamaha CS30. Not saying I would say no to that, but
Jim is an ARP fan. I love this for you, Jim. I wish all of my ARPs to you because I don't use them.
yeah. Spaceman on Earth is saying A10 will go well with your horns. I'm fascinated by that.
But it is an ARP. Oh my god, too many. Yes. Okay, let's... all right, high voltage. Okay.
Good old oscillator sound. That is cyberpunk as fuck.
Yes, it is. A10. Analog bell. Okay.
Is it just holding? Turn the latch off. You can even turn the arpeggiator off if you want. Yeah.
I'm curious. I want to play with it as it is first.
Okay. I like that you can see that it's using the DWGS and a square wave to get that sound. So it's probably using some sort of DWGS bell sound, to get there.
Oh God, who said that? Who said A10? Spaceman Arc, you were so right.
Yeah.
I love to start with an ARP and just get an idea of what I'm after, and then I use the sequencer once it's fleshed out a bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I think I've probably been guilty of that too, where sometimes you play an ARP and it does like an interesting note pattern and you go, okay, that's going to be the melody.
Yeah. I use ARPs for filler in my music. Admit it. I got a love, not love vibe towards ARPs these days. much more worthy.
Yeah.
There's definitely a place for arpeggiators, and I just I'm too annoying for my own good to like accept it and use them. Okay, so we're gonna turn the arp off, and I just want to. It's amazing how much smaller, like obviously it's smaller because there's less things happening, but there's this just beautiful like sonorous thing that happens. It's 2 + 2 = 5 with this arpeggiator. It really shines.
I think part of the extra 1 in the 2 + 2 is the way the delay time is offset from the arpeggiator rate. So you're kind of getting interesting little middle notes in there. That'd be my guess anyways.
So right. You're so right.
I'm getting a lot of like left and right action.
Okay, we have to move. We have to keep moving because I will spend all night with that. Okay. Thank you, Spaceman on Earth, for pointing that one out.
Funkadelic.
Funkadelic.
Deli man.
Deli man. We got a deli man right there.
Yeah.
I know you don't play games on this channel anymore, but the Aliens Isolation mod for Alien Isolation is totally worth it. If
I've definitely thought about it.
You're like, I don't have any content for this week. Just sacrifice yourself to the aliens. It's so worth it.
That's dark.
It is.
Sounds like a baritone guitar.
Auto trance.
This is a
Okay. Okay,
this
not
is
a chordy thing.
a B. Was the MS-2K MOS based? I don't believe so. I believe that was the next generation. I could be wrong though.
This is not one that I can add to. It just got a hit a note.
You just hold
nice.
one stupid note. Right?
Yeah, but it's nice.
It's a nice one stupid note. Oh, here you are, the minor 7th.
Okay, all right.
Sega Dreamcast. Fair point, Jim. We're using a lot for people who don't like ARPs.
They're fun to play with. Yeah. I will be the first to say that they are very fun to play with, but I guess I like to pick where all my notes go when I'm writing myself, rather than something picking for me. It's a control thing. I have control issues.
That's my problem too.
Mm-hmm.
Machine Storm's mentioning Firestorm Elite. Did you ever end up playing Firestorm Elite?
Fireteam's Elite? I haven't. I've played it once with Freakbot.
Yeah.
It's really fun. It's a very different game. It's very satisfying to take revenge on the aliens and finally be like, this is my time. I haven't had the chance to play it a lot. Freakbots and my schedule just haven't quite lined up.
Right. If Freakbot's still here, I'd love to know what your opinion on it is. But yeah, anyways.
It's really fun. Oh, there he is. You're playing it right now. Amazing.
Love
that. Please tell if you're playing with like Seraph or anybody, please tell them I said hi.
Autumn, have a great night. Love you so much. Take care.
Have a good night, Autumn. I'm so glad I got to see you.
Woo. Yeah.
Digibass.
sounds in this. I'm like, oh, you could just totally use that.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it shares lore with like Aliens, Isolation, and the original.
Right. I thought it was cool that there was like Covenant stuff in it, as well as I think there's Working Joes in it.
There are you kill the Joes.
That's
it's so
awesome.
great. It's so satisfying.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Dominator. Okay. Interesting. All right. Filter string. You two have such radio voices. Aw, thank you. Tune into Scum FM for your crazy morning drive with Jackie and Alex.
Still up from the night before.
Yep. But yeah, cheers that you love with most of this. Okay, we already read that message.
Yeah. Jim's going to go play with some ARPs.
You can play with some ARPs. I love this for you.
Nothing wrong with that. No shame here.
I honestly, I don't use them when I'm writing, but I'm gonna get a lot of mileage out of some of these fucking ARPs. That fucking guy, we're best friends now. All right.
What's interesting is it's actually very similar to what we were going for with the Poly 6.
You're so right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we just get to go to the next bank.
Yeah.
How many banks are there?
I think 6 or 7 of them.
How
Yeah,
many
there's
sounds?
a lot. There's a lot.
Saw. Interesting in its own way.
Right. And one of the banks, Michael just brought up the vocoder. So one of the banks is just for vocoding too, which is super cool.
I need to get a microphone for this so I can go to vocoder heaven.
Right.
I need to.
You should be able to buy a SM58
Oh, yeah.
used super cheap, because that's all you need is a Boston SM58. That'll do it.
We don't need much.
Yeah.
Dub, I don't know if I ever said thank you for the radio voice comment. We talked about it, but thank you. I have no manners, so I have to make sure I say things. Spaceman says 8 banks.
8 banks, yeah.
Ooh, shit. That's so many banks.
Whoa.
Ooh, that's so big.
Damn. Whoa.
Dummy thick. Oh, you are just my fat ass sweetheart. Listen to you.
That's crazy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There's pad.
So cool.
There's some cool arps where you can choose every note, steps from the original play notes. Interesting. What are the words I'm trying to say? I have never had the patience to program my own art.
Yeah.
Like, it was there in Camel Audio. What was that synth called?
Alchemy?
Alchemy, thank you.
Yeah.
It's in Omnisphere, and every time I look at that grid, I'm just like, I can't do this to myself.
I think it's because you're a classically trained musician, so you're used to looking at like music notes, and so it's like you can look at a MIDI roll or something, and it's that same part of your brain. Maybe, but whereas if you have to like iterate once away from that when you're looking at like a chart of an arpeggiator or something, it's like, I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I'll buy that. I'd buy that. That's a great excuse.
I love that this thing's still going.
Yes. Okay. Polyline. Pretty.
Yeah.
Ice fields. Here we go.
There it is. Greatest patch.
It is.
When I did the first video on the MS-20, I tried to recreate the ice fields patch on the MS-20. Obviously, it would be monophonic, not polyphonic.
How close did you get?
Not close.
A valiant effort.
I think it was either Dub or 40 Thieves. It was one of the homies said there's actually like a device you can get that helps like fix some of the weird stuff in the original MS-20 where the key, because what you need is really good key tracking with the filter. That's how you get that sound, is with some noise being fed into the filter, and you get that awesome like resonant keyboard thing. Yeah. You know, but MS-20 didn't fucking do it.
Jim says, but I'm just as comfortable playing a baby grand piano, though I took jazz and classical theory.
Well, hey, fair point.
You're probably just smarter than I am, then. Listen to that.
It's so good.
Anyway.
Every synth should be able to do that.
Every synth should be able to do that.
Wow.
That sound belongs in like a fairy fountain in like A Link to the Past. Like one of the, not A Link to the Past, like one of the Game Boy Zeldas.
Yeah.
Like,
I was going to say, we've been talking about arpeggiators a lot. I do like arpeggiators that go super fast, like superhuman fast, because you couldn't do it with your hands. So like this, it's a cool effect how it's adding that shimmery thing.
Yeah. At that point, it feels more like a textural effect than a musical thing to me. Yeah,
for sure. It's kind of like LFO's approaching audio rate become like FM instead of, it's like that. Ooh, the Moog Sonic 6. Sold it for drugs.
Oh, no.
Oh, Gates of Hell. Yeah, I think you're right, Spaceman. This is an MS-2000b versus the MS-2000. I think they do have different patches, unfortunately.
Oh, well, shit, I want Gates of Hell.
Yeah. You can probably find it online and import it in.
I thought you were just clocking me for the fruity idiot that I am. Okay. Fun. Sonic 6 was so raw and basic.
Yeah, the MG1, Jackie, is Moog created like a few Radio Shack synths. I think the MG1 is called like the Realistic Concert Mate, and it had like it was like a preset synth where it had like some analog organ sounds and stuff like that. So yeah, get yourself some intoxication. That's important.
I gotta catch up to you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, mine's good luck. All right, I'm gonna play a couple here. That's mod lead.
I like it. That doesn't do anything for me. Would it be possible for you to look up a list of the presets on the MS-2000b
Sure.
to see if we could find the gates of hell, just in case we don't get to it? I want to be able to jump to that one.
I love Korg stuff too, Jim.
That's just a preset that they have set up. Amazing. That's fun. I like this one.
I'm looking.
Killer bees.
It's awesome. God damn it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
That one.
I don't think it's on this one. I found a patch list. You can download it. It's the same engine. You can MIDI it right into this motherfucker, but I don't see it.
that's such a shame.
I'm sorry.
I don't want it anymore.
Yeah, I saw a gated sync bass when I was looking through the patch list. I was like, oh, fuck, yeah, that's it. And then I realized not. Machine Storm says, that mod wheel looking mighty lonely. Death by Media, welcome to the stream. Yes, the OG banks are still on Korg's site. So I think you can just go to the Korg site, plug a MIDI cable in, download it right in.
Cool. Amazing. Perfect. Wonderful.
And you can always initialize. So I learned that there's somewhere in the menu where you can actually initialize the synth. So you don't ever have to worry about like completely
losing
everything. If you want to bring it right back to factory settings, you can do that.
Perfect.
So can you check out Bank E2? There's one that says wave sequence. Yeah.
It's pretty.
It is very pretty.
I like it.
Yeah, I was just curious because
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for wave sequence type sounds. Almost an art. Yeah. That's where I draw the line, is that sound right there.
That one specifically.
Yeah. The bass is crazy. The bass is insane.
It's such an aggressive bass synth.
Yeah. Whoa.
Because it's the prime synth, I came into this thing with a very preconceived notion of the kind of noises expected from it. And
Right.
I didn't see it being the bass master. Like, this is not, but I'm not against it.
Michael's mentioning about the Radius. So the Radius is like the MS-2000. It was kind of the next synth that Korg came out with that was a virtual analog a few years later. But it just doesn't, it's one of those things like the JD800 is technically better than the D50, but I kind of like the D50, and the Radius is kind of like that, where it's like for some reason the MS-2000 has that sound, that I like. And, It's interesting, though, that the Radius doesn't get a lot of love, unfortunately.
Yeah. I don't know what I was expecting. This wasn't it.
Super cool.
Yeah. Well, I want it with my MS-2K, not to replace.
Right.
Obligatory super saw, okay. Yeah,
Go
do
ahead and
things.
keep doing that. Yeah, that's how you get that. Where were we? I fucked it up. I needed to hit that edit button first.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to put it into unison mode.
I'm going to do that a lot.
Sounds really nice, like
Yeah.
almost sort of Angelo Badalamenti, Twin Peaks type vibes.
I'm gonna be coming back to this one because it's very like I love how it comes in very quickly, and it's just it's got a lot of versatility for it just right off the bat, and you can use slow things, fast things.
It's like I love a lot of the pads in the Wave Station, and I'm like, oh my god, it's the most gorgeous pad ever. But they're so slow that when I actually like, okay, I'm gonna put it into a song. It's like that song better be 9 minutes long because you're never going to get through a chord progression.
Yeah.
Like that one's very immediate. Even though it's still a pad, it's like you can play it with some articulation and not lose everything.
Exactly. We have like 15 minutes left. Is there anything that you want to make sure that we hit here? You know this synth better than I do. Is it a preset? Is there any setting? Like, what is the thing that you're like, this is what we need to show everyone?
Well, you know what people might enjoy real quick? Do you want to pull up that initialized preset? I'm coming over here to the MS-20.
Sure.
And we can try to match the patch.
Okay.
So pull up that initialized preset.
Okay, so it's edit 16, yes.
Right. Am I blocking this camera? I'm a little bit blocking it. No, I'm okay. I'm kind of out of the way. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, fuck that alien. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is, what do you have there? So put yours up. All right, so bring in oscillator 2. There you go. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring it up so it's the same feet. I'm going to detune that a bit. Yeah, so detune oscillator 2 a bit. With a fine tune there.
Fine tune.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to try to match you. Pretty close. Okay,
Yep.
Let's bring the filters all the way down. We're pretty far down. We have almost nothing. And then bring up the envelope generator. And so we can create some stuff. I'm going to add some attack and decay. Let's see. Wait, am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? It's hard to see it from the side.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, so bring the cutoff down a little bit, but yeah. This is interesting. It's kind of like the opposite on this one. It's like, it's weird. All right, so you need some on both of them, yeah. Yeah, we're getting there. Pretty close. A little more resonance. It's fun to try to like get these kind of close, right? Let's set the oscillator 2 to square wave. It's interesting. The MS-20 to me is more mid-rangey, and the 2000 is more like a lot of low end and a lot of high end. It sounds really good.
It's scooped guitars.
Scooped guitars, yeah, for sure. This is definitely like for a lead. Mm-hmm. This thing's going to cut through a mix for sure. But you have an EQ in there. You could get it in there, but it's just like just the raw tone of it. All right, let's crank that resonance up. There we go. I'm going to bring that cut off there. Hit that distortion button. That's pretty close. Honestly, the distortion on this screams. Like it's really badass sounding. Yeah, so I just wanted to real quick like sort of show that they're not identical. They're not the same. It's interesting. This one's resonance can go crazier and that distortion is crazier, you know? Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem like it should be that way. It seems like it should be that this one, it gives you more or whatever. But but this one's a little bit more, it's weird to say that this synth is tame. You know what I mean?
I didn't expect that from the 80s synth over the 2000s.
Right, you know. There is something about the way this filter kind of breaks up. It's very charismatic and very like smooth in the motion, but yeah, it's you can't play more than one note. So, you know, it's always kind of one of those things. I don't know what's going on with the chat during all of that.
Sorry, I wasn't watching either. Lots of late 90s psytrance presets. Yeah.
Some pedals would go really good right there for sure.
So right.
Yeah. So yeah. So I mean, do you have any questions for me about these?
No.
All right.
My brain is empty. There's nothing in here. We
just did 2 hours of really like going over a lot of information that we covered, you know.
Yeah, I'm a little overwhelmed, but in like a good way.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is, you know, you were very brave to come on this stream and be here and experience this live for the first time in front of all of these people because, you know, like not everybody would be brave enough to, you know, show up and not know what they're doing.
I was a little bit terrified. Yep.
So really a huge thank you to you for being here to do this. It was so much fun.
Of course.
Love hanging out with you and doing synth stuff. It's one of my favorite things. It brings me back.
Seriously, this is a blast from the past and it makes me very, very happy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I keep looking at you, but that's like turning my head away from them, but I'm like, I don't know where I'm supposed to look.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
This is my studio.
This is our moment.
Yeah, this is us. They get to hang out with me all the time. Yeah, this was very awesome.
Yeah.
Miss you, Pinto. Can't wait to catch up with you sometime. That would be really good. For sure. But yeah, no, I think that I'm really happy that this synth is staying in the family.
Yeah.
I keep slapping that elbow. I'm sorry.
I deserve it. It's fine.
But I think it's going to do you well. And I don't know. I mean, we'll see what the future holds. But I think it would be super cool if in like a year, if there would be any chance, like maybe to check out like where you've gotten with it. You know.
Okay.
Like maybe,
yeah,
you know, it would be interesting because in a year from now, because I did my first video on the MS-2000 a year ago.
Oh,
So you can hear me going through some of those presets, and now we have this video where it's a little bit deeper than what I covered in that video, and it would be cool to see if like in a year from now, even if it's the hardware integration or whatever you end up doing with it, just like what you've learned, what you like, what you don't like about the synth, you know?
Okay.
What kind of music you can do with it and stuff, if it has taken you anywhere you weren't expecting, that type of thing.
Yeah. I part of my plan to get to know this thing is I want to try and rework some of the Metroid Prime soundtrack.
Would be awesome.
Because I want to play it on my own stream, and I want to like just kind of bring these two things together, and I think that'll be where I kind of really start to like get my feet wet with this thing.
It would be super cool to, you know, if you run a MIDI cable into it and you have the MIDI figured out or whatever, or if you can play it by hand, if you're better than I am, and then like multi-track it, you know, record a few different layers so you could hear like, hey, here's an MS-2000 version of it. Because the composer of the soundtrack, I know, used this, and he also used a Proteus 2, or maybe even one of the different versions of the Proteus, which is interesting.
Yeah.
But this to me sounds like Metroid Prime.
This is Metroid Prime.
The
right
Proteus
here.
sound to me can kind of sound like anything, because it was like the best orchestral samples at the time. But it's just orchestral stuff, right? This is where the character is, you know. So
saying that, because I don't have a lot of experience with the Proteus, I don't really know the first thing about it, if I'm being honest.
Well, so the Proteus is a rompler. It's not a synth. So there's that one right there.
I can tell where the difference is in Prime, like in Metroid Prime. Like this is a lot, like you said, this is all the character. I'm willing to bet all of the vocal sounds came from that.
Sure, probably, if there's like a choir type sound or something.
All the
like
choirs came from.
I guess the best way I could say it is like that. They used this exact keyboard was used for Myst, right? The game.
Okay, yeah.
But Myst doesn't sound anything like Metroid Prime, but it would be more or less the same samples.
Yeah.
So if you think about it that way, to like calibrate, it's like, well,
I get what you're saying.
Then the samples themselves, like, you know, there's some strings in the background or something, but like all the cool sci-fi sounds I associate right here.
Yeah.
So, well, anyways, Jackie, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank
I
you
love
very
you.
much. I love you. Oh, this was wonderful. Thank you, everybody, for having me. I had such a wonderful time. Thank you for not roasting me too bad.
Yo, 40 Thieves is in the stream.
40?
Good to see you. Yes. So, anyways, we're calling it a night.
And goodbye.
But yeah, it's been a blast, and I appreciate you for doing this, and enjoy the MS-2000b. And if this is your first time on the stream, I don't know if you guys can even see me all the way back here lurking in the shadows, but we do this stream every Wednesday at 9. Always checking out synth stuff. Next week, we're going to be checking out the MPG-50, which is for the Alpha Juno, so that's the controller from Retroactive right there that lets you program your own shit.
That's a lot. I get anxiety looking at that.
You know what gives me anxiety is you've got all these wave shapes here. The sub oscillator has all these weird wave shapes, like wave shapes you've never seen before.
What in the fuck?
Every other sub oscillator in the room is a square wave.
Okay.
That's got 6 or 7 different wave shapes. What? Like, look at this fucking wave shape right here. Come over here. Look at that. It used to be a square, but it's got like 3 lines in it. What the fuck is that? What kind of bullshit synthesis? Yeah. So anyways, that's going to be next week. We're going to be checking it out. We'll check out, I think we're going to check out another stream on the MS-20 the following week. That'll be fun, looking at some of the patch cable things that you can do. So that's kind of the rough plan for the next couple of weeks, which is going to be a lot of fun. So anyways, love you guys very much. Fuck it.
Love you all. Thank you for having me. Have a wonderful night. Goodbye.